pretty cool.
A lot of our tomato plants are pretty much done. A lot of tomatoes from the crows and whatnots, and just from the weather and being overripe fell on the ground. I stopped picking the basil going to flower and let it kind of go wild, and the bees are loving it. Our bees are important. He's all bumbly this morning. And we picked those cucumbers, which I'll show here towards the end. We do have some flowerage, but they're pretty much done. Got rotten tomato. Our zucchini was a flop this year. Big time flop. Yep, floppersons. So this is where we got the big eggplant, and we've got more growing there, and of course here, and another good size one coming out there, and here, and way over there. So got a pepper this morning, which is now on the counter. I made the mistake of not the jalapenos, not those, but I made a mistake this morning of biting a green one, okay? And I just took off the stem and bit the tip right here. Yeah, that was hot. So we're growing the hot ones now. Next year, we're definitely gonna figure out a better way to do Brussels sprouts. But we did harvest some. The other ones fell over, but they're still growing. They're just stunted. And got a pepper off from here to allow this to come back up, but we still have more peppers growing. It's October. So this is our carrots, which we need to water today, but these are our carrots. And we got a big bucket full the other day and a big bucket full today. And that's what we're gonna do until we absolutely have to harvest these. We're just gonna get bucketfuls as we go, because they'll keep growing. And we just want to make sure we get them before the ground freezes, so we can't, we don't want to not be able to rip them out of the ground. You don't want the ground frozen. So the kale, yeah. Definitely fall though. That Thai basil looks really good though. We ripped all the tomato plants out of here. And this is what our green beans look like towards the end. All of these are going to be going to seed. As you can see, they're really big, yellowing. So when it's time, when they're yellow brown, we'll be popping them open and saving that seed. We had 80 plants, 80 Blue Lake heirloom. It was Blue Lake bush beans, the heirloom ones, and they've been going all summer long. There are still some that are edible, just not enough to like do a dinner with or anything like that. So Bigfoot and I had a couple this morning that were raw. So when you do your seeds, when you save your seeds from your garden, make sure you put new seed in with those, because you don't want that same line just to keep going and going. You have to do that line that you save from seed and then add new seed. This is our citrus mint. thyme is starting to go kind of brown. Not all of it. Like this thyme over here is really nice and green. That up there is starting to look like fall. This oregano I let go to flower. This one I did not. See the difference? But I let that one go to seeds, so I had some seeds, see? The silver mound is definitely pretty much done. It's beyond a harvest. Well, you could harvest some, but yeah. I'll be pulling our herbs in soon. But right now we're just enjoying the non-dried kind, the fresh. So this is your spearmint. That sage will be coming in. This thyme's doing pretty good, but it is starting to look like fall. And our parsley is out. I think we have a raspberry. Yeah, we got a raspberry poking in there. We got wild raspberries. They're so yummy. But unfortunately, they poke everywhere. Speaking of poke, there's a pokeberry that fell and something large. Yeah, so we have to fix that because our siding, or not the siding, but the, whatever that stuff is, faucet or whatever, something ripped it down and got into the attic, so into a new place because Bigfoot closed up the holes and they're trying to make new ones. Parsley. And speaking of parsley, there he is. He's gotten big. Tobias is out in the front pond now. So ever since yesterday, so I got a little doing here on my chin, but ever since yesterday, not long after the test, my ears are just, so I have many ears, labyrinthitis, vertigo, chronic labyrinthitis, and I have negative pressure, and I have bone deterioration in both my ears, but my left ear is way, way worse. So last night I started where I could hear sounds in the house, but I could hear stuff going on, and Bigfoot found the noises outside. So I have like this amplified hyper sensitivity thing going on with my ears, but I also feel like it's underwater, but they don't feel filled. So that's going on. So I don't know if it was the loud sound that triggered my already existing issues or what, but I'm anxious and having a hard time today and last night. Yep. I got tree junk in my hair, and I've already showered. I showered first and then come out and played in the garden. Bigfoot's got a project that he wants to start. So stay tuned and I look forward to it. And also we have this. This electrical spool came from our front porch, and Bigfoot brought this home years ago, and we don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but we're definitely going to do something fun. I mean, the ideas are endless, and no, I don't want to plant plants in it. So people normally do that out here because they just don't have a way to get rid of them other than burn them, so they just plant. They cut there and they just plant in it. We use this as a table on our front porch, but it's really just too big. It's way too big. So as you can see, it's very, 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 very large. Yeah. So we're going to do something creative with it. There's like endless things that you can think of, and I'm sure a lot of you will have a lot of ideas. But I think maybe we might use it for what Bigfoot's project is, maybe, if it can be incorporated somehow. Hey, Junior. How you doing? So I think we're gonna have a fire tonight. The lights are still up and looking good, but our fall foliage is definitely started. Yep. And we've got lots and lots and lots of pine cones this year. We didn't have any pine cones last year and it concerned me. So I'm done being concerned and yeah, they can go away now. So, yep, garden's coming to an end and the plans are started for next year. And this wood's gonna get, a lot of this wood's gonna be removed, not all of it, but we don't need all of that stretched through the whole, you know, perimeter of the woods. So yeah, eventually we'll get it split, let's just say. And this wood is not used for house fire inside. This wood is